Hello, welcome back to 1001 Beers. You must try it for you die. The blue shirted boys are back.
Well, yeah, and you.
Yep. And we have got we are diverting from Italy for one beer and then we're going back to Italy. This beer was accumulated by myself from a beer shop online which I cannot remember its provenance, but a beer shop in the UK. And it is from Belgium, first brewed 1996.
Belgium.
Alcohol content in here is 5.5%. I don't know what it says on the back there. 6.5.
6.5,
Okay,
well.
fine. And it is
Trading upwards
and
again.
it is Iris by Cantillon. Regular viewers will be familiar with Cantillon. I've done a lot of their beers before. And yeah, it's a lambic-ish beer from Belgium. So
It's got the cork.
it's got the cork. The first one with the cork today. There are things to say about this, but I'll get to those in a bit.
Well, you might as well because it's
I
going
would
to
say,
take,
well,
take me a while to get this
Well, I'll do
out and served.
I'll do the tasting notes so we can be ready for it. So it's a light amber colour,
Right.
lambic character very present in the nose, with fresh and cheesy old hops, which sounds horrible. Plus fruity notes and hard exotic wood. That just sounds like a euphemism.
It does. Hey, there
Fruity
we go.
taste with subdued bitterness, ending in a very outspoken dry finish.
An outspoken
I
dry
know, this is
finish.
crazy. This has complexity not found in other Cantillon lambics.
No,
I think
some
they've
other
got-
Cantillon lambics, bit rubbish compared to this. Apparently,
I think they've gone a bit overboard with the description.
it does sound
cheesy
yeah.
old hops, hard exotic wood, and outspoken dry finish. I mean, I would say that's just a bit eccentric.
Yeah, it sounds like they're describing a certain section of the House of Lords to me. Right.
Topical.
Thanks.
Not really topical.
So I'm just it's done the first one.
Yeah, well done. And this bottle, these bottles that Cantillon do have the benefit of having the big thumb thing in the bottom,
It's
which
really,
is really
really
helpful
helpful.
because it keeps some of the gunkiness in the.
Well, also for pouring because you can get your hand underneath it and you can. It's a lot easier to control the pour, and it means you don't get the little tidal flow going back in, which is quite often what kicks up the shit at the bottom.
Keep going.
Well, let me make sure we've got enough for everybody. Because it's a green bottle, it's a little hard to tell in this lighting
true, yeah. I
just how
can
much
still
there
see
is.
quite a lot.
So I want to make sure that everyone's got.
Yeah, got a good amount.
Go back over to you. That should be fine. It's still pouring clear, I think.
Yeah. It's still good. Yeah, it's looking good.
There we go. That's about yours.
I would say that no, that's fine now. It's
There we
starting.
are.
There's the gunk. Wow, look at that. Well done.
Good stuff.
That's very nicely done.
There you are.
An excellent pour, sir, if I may say so.
No problem.
Right, so let's talk about the bottle first.
Yeah,
so
it's a classic.
Cantillons are always very
Classic Cantillon bottle.
They're very
minimalist.
They're very minimalist, but I'm fine with that. I mean, they're almost like kind of wine bottles in the way they stand. I like that actually. I like the brand. The brand is very clear.
It's got and it says Iris. It's got a.
It doesn't need to be anything else, really,
It's
does
a
it?
particularly brilliant painting of an iris, but what do I know? There's an iris, and it's got some. Has got some gumph on the back.
Yeah,
about
but
it.
it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, is that in English?
Yes. That's
yeah.
what. You know, when I read it off the back earlier, I wasn't translating it from Flemish.
Yeah. There we go. To drunk roughly within 10 years of the bottling date. Well, it hasn't got a bottling date, but I bought this reasonably recently, so this is not very old. I bought it within the last 6 months, so it'll be absolutely fine. So, yes, it is amber in colour.
Yep, ambery.
Which is like it's supposed to be. Should we go for a smell?
Smells Cantillon.
Smells like lambic Cantillon beer.
Cantillon has, I think I've had 4 or 5 different Cantillons now. I feel there is like a house kind of smell and flavour to them.
I mean, that
To me,
it does. Well, that makes sense.
it's Cantillon-y. It's different to all the others.
Well, that makes perfect sense because they specialise in lambic beers, and these breweries have house yeasts, so it makes perfect sense they'd have a house smell. Really,
I suppose they've been doing it for several hundred years or however long it is. Yes, you end up with your yeast going off on its wild little adventures, which yeasts will do.
Yes.
And then, if you can get the right ones, and you can narrow it down.
Yes, indeed. Well, let's have a taste. I'm looking forward to this, and I'll tell you a bit more about it in a minute. Cheers. Nice. Nice. That is it's got lovely depth to it.
Yep.
It's quite fruity. It's really nice. To be honest, it's like I was expecting it to be like this. It tastes great, but I like the depth of this one because I've had some Cantillons that, like, if you go for a standard Gers, it's got a lighter taste to it because it's a lighter beer. This has got that kind of darker taste to it. Not darker, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's got the sort of the taste of an old varnished wood door.
Okay, fine. I think it's lovely.
I mean that in the nicest possible way. But if you could have sort of varnish as a beer taste, that's
lovely. So this is actually not a lambic, according to the book.
No, it is technically not a lambic.
The lambic needs at least 30% unmalted wheat. Iris, however, is a full malt beer and therefore legally not a lambic. It's also hopped partly with fresh hops.
Okay. It does give it a bounce. Yep.
Although 50% of the hops used are also aged, which is common with lambics. Fresh Styrian Golding hops used in the first time it's brewed. It matures for 2 years in the woods, and it's then dry hopped.
In the woods.
It's then dry hop, which is also not what you do with the Gers.
Yep.
And then ferments in the bottle with a little glucose addition. So basically, it's all in all but name a lambic. It's still, but it hasn't gone through those kind of those same sort of steps. But it's in the style of the Cantillon. So the first Irish batch was brewed in 1996, bottled 2 years later in readiness for the Brewery Museum's 20th anniversary. So this brewery's been around for a very long time, right? Since then, several more batches have been made, and each has presented a more outspoken hop character.
Outspoken.
Yeah, outspoken. The iris, is a wetland lily-like flower, stands as a symbol for Brussels' development over the centuries from its original marshy surroundings around the River Seine. This is lovely. I knew it'd be lovely.
It's if you like this kind of beer. I mean, it does come with a caveat. If you're watching this without a vast amount of beer knowledge, going, "Oh, I'll run out and buy one of these" because they reckon it's great. If you have to enjoy the style, to appreciate,
you have to like sour beers. Basically.
You have to like the sour beer and the tannic that's in there as well. It's very specific.
But when I love a sour beer, that is. This isn't puckering.
Not
it doesn't pucker like a Gers can,
but it gets you right at the back
right
of the
there.
mouth.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's just, I mean, I like these beers because they are, every sip cleanses your palate. Every sip just cleans your mouth out, basically, and you're not left with any kind of like lingering stodge. Essentially, you're left with this kind of nice, dry, clean mouth after each one, and you want to go back for more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've enjoyed. I mean, I've still got the Lou Pepe to have, but I think I've had every other Cantillon now. We've had loads together. We had some in Ghent. I must say, I am quite a fan of in the sour beers I've done and you've done with me. I am a big fan of the classic Gers as a general concept. The classic Gers. I think the Hanson's
is still my favourite.
Yeah, Hanson's was my favourite. That's for sure. That's really nice. But also the Boons are nice.
Yeah, the Boon Gers. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is just another. This is great because they've riffed on it. They've riffed on it and go, how can we make something a bit different? They've put hops in it. They've made it a bit more ambery. It's not a fruity one in terms of it actually having fruit, because we've had the Rosé de Gambrinus as well. It's really nice.
Yeah.
But again, it's Cantillon are, for me, they're just a really, really solid, you know what you're going to get with them kind of brewery. Yeah. And they are a classic brewery.
They are a classic. I mean, their beers are expensive, but you do get what you pay
Absolutely.
for. I mean, this was 20 quid, did you say?
Yeah, 20 quid. So this, I mean, look at the minimalist style of this. They don't need to do any advertising. There's no marketing needed for Cantillon. They don't need to, because they've been around for a very long time and they know what they're doing.
And also they only produce a certain amount of beer anyway. They're relatively small in brewing standards.
I mean, I have heard, and I do want to go, that the brewery is a good place to visit. Apparently it's very nice. You can go there and have some quite interesting stuff. So maybe if I ever want to get hold of the last beer from them, maybe that's an opportunity to actually go there.
Well, maybe we just need to go on holiday. It's okay.
Apparently it's very accessible.
It's in Brussels.
Yeah.
It's in a shit area. It's really fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But the brewery itself is excellent. The tour's really good fun. They were a bit grumpy in the bar, but I think that's just because I get sick of seeing people every Saturday.
Oh, you've been?
Yes.
Oh,
Did you not know?
No, I did not know that.
Many years ago.
Oh well, I need to go at some point.
See
I
the
think.
big old fermenters with the little slats at the top. They can
Yeah.
open and close, and all that. It's all good.
I mean, I do like the Belgian brewery tours in general. I think my favourite one I went to was the Brugesot tour, where they take you up on the roof, which is hilarious.
I like Robson and Jerome.
Yeah, that's right. And they let you drink as much as you can possibly have at the end of the tour, which is great.
Yeah, Cancelon didn't let you do that.
Oh, right, yeah.
You had a couple of beers, but yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, Brugesot are quite generous with their samples for the brewery tour. Well, I mean, this is great. This is lovely.
Yeah,
It's almost. It's not a letdown, but it's like, and it's exactly what I thought it was going to be like. It's lovely,
it's just absolutely.
and I was really excited for this. It's been sitting around at home for a couple of months, and I've been waiting to have it. But it does. It's lived up as usual to Cantelon's high standards. I must say, I didn't get any cheesy old hops on the nose or in the taste. I'm not sure about hard exotic woods, and I wouldn't say its finish was outspoken. So whoever did these tasting notes, I'd like to. No, it's not. No,
it wants to bring back hanging.
Oh,
so yeah. It is outspoken.
Yeah. I wonder if it wants to ban smoking in beer gardens.
Ooh,
topical
right now.
Yeah. Right, I think we'll leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you for one last review very, very soon. Goodbye.